Our second day in Libya has us in perhaps the most well-preserved ancient Roman city in North Africa, Leptis Magna. The first settlement believed to be built on this site was in the 7th century BC, but an arch erected in 203 AD as a monument to the Roman ruler Septimus Severus welcomes us. It's an indicative introduction to the architectural excesses of Leptis. Built from limestone, encrusted in a marble exterior, it consists of 4 imposing pillars, which lead to its domed roof. Ornamentation in relief tells the tales of the great success and great virtues of the Septimus era, also known as the heyday of Leptis Magna. Roman settlers began to arrive as far back as 100 BC. They soon minted their own coins, and the town was officially planned out in what has now become the standard in city planning, complete with streets, government buildings, and public forums.
Now we have mostly sandstone, because a lot of the really fine materials have been stripped away. And in fact, the palace in Versailles, the French took an enormous amount of the columns to build Versailles from this place.
So when you go to Versailles, you're actually seeing something from Libya.
You're at Leptis Magna.
Residents of Leptis Magna had it all, starting with the palestra, or gymnasium, where track and field events took place, as well as chariot races. After a hard day at the gym, you could bet the Romans would head to these baths, built around 130 AD.
They collect the rainwater, and when the wadi comes, they store water and they send it to the baths, to this area, through channels.
It's incredible to think how sophisticated the Romans really were in both performance and design. The entrance included what must have been the social hub, an open-air swimming pool flanked by columns on 3 sides and at the time adorned with intricate mosaics. There was the tepidarium, or warm room, the frigidarium, cold room, and of course the calidarium, where the city folk would take a steam and maybe even get a massage.
You can see the original flooring of the room, and the vapor comes out of the oven underneath the platform. There's another theory say they use smoke because smoke lasts longer than vapor.
But perhaps the most modern amenity at Leptis Magna, that would be the toilets.
It doesn't look like there were many overweight Romans living here.
There were not many overweight Romans, in fact. Yeah, you mean the size of the
Yes.
opening? Well, no. Not many overweight Romans indeed, yeah.
But just outside of Leptis is where the real drama of the day went down, the amphitheater, home of the blood sports, where Romans watched endless and gruesome matches of animals and humans battling it out to the bitter, bloody end. So why wasn't the amphitheater, which housed their most passionate pastime, built in the center of the city?
The reason it's set outside the city, some speculate, is that the actual noise of the games, the animals screaming, the humans screaming, it would have been unpleasant to have it down in the city. So that's why it's about 500 yards outside the city.
What kind of games and performances?
They had 3 or 4 different types of games, and they were all blood sports. So humans versus animals, animals versus animals, humans fighting one another, and then they had melees.
Coming up, we hit the souk. Did someone say shopping? Next on Toni On Libya.